y'all doing today? This is Talking Sports with Tom. We are back with another episode. And the Sixers got cooked yesterday by the Grizzlies, but we ain't gonna talk about that. Joel Embiid came back Saturday, y'all. He came back and he is here to stay for the rest of the season. Woo! I feel so much better with Embiid back in the lineup. He didn't play Sunday against the Grizzlies because it was a back-to-back. But he did play Saturday, which we did take home a win at home against the Timberwolves. It was a physical game. You know, Karl Anthony Towns and Embiid had got their history. They had a scuffle. Last year before COVID started, they had a little scuffle, got suspended for 2 games. The year before that, they had a little Twitter beef going on. And Embiid been dominating Towns since he been in the league. Embiid just stronger than him, and Towns don't really have good games. But Saturday, Karl Anthony Towns did have a good game. I think he put up like about 39 points. So he had a good game, or 37, I believe. He had a good game. He felt good about that, but the Sixers still won, so the Timberwolves still took that loss, so Embiid still came up on top. Embiid finished with 24 points. He had 8 and 2, 8 rebounds, 2 assists. He only played about 29 minutes, so if he'd have played his normal 36, he would have still had his good 30 with about 12, 13 rebounds. But he looked good. He looked good. Of course, he looked a little rusty, but he looked good. So, league's still in trouble. Y'all, they still in trouble. League is in trouble. We back. They gonna work and be back. He might not play back to backs, but he gonna be there at them other games. So he gonna do and be like things, big heart and like things. So we gonna be all right. We gonna be all right. We definitely won. That was such a physical game Saturday. So many fouls. It was ridiculous, man. These refs get out of hand with these foul calls. But as long as we won, man, we a better team. The Timberwolves the worst team in the league record-wise. So we should definitely win those games at home, just like we should have won Sunday. But it was a back-to-back. It's hard to get up for these games because the team has such emotion Saturday because of Embiid coming back. They soldiered, they number 1 coming back. So they had so much emotion Saturday, and then they won. So they thought Memphis, and then Embiid didn't play. So Memphis, they looked past them a little bit. So it was a good win on Saturday. Now this Sunday game, though, oh my God. Horrible game to watch. I turned away. Was watching the Hoarder shit with my girlfriend. I had to turn away because I didn't want to watch that no more. We made a nice little push to make it look respectable, but it still was 116 to 100 Minnesota way. And we shouldn't lose to these guys. Ja Morant didn't even have a good game. Ja Morant had like 12 or something. They bench was cooking us. Just all these bench dudes I hate to watch play. They had Grayson Allen in double figures, Anderson, Vucevic from Toronto. They got traded for Paul Gasol. They had Vucevic out there, double figures. So it was just a hard game to watch. It sucked. It really did. Ben Simmons only had 7 points. Where he at? Where is he at? Ben Simmons had 7, 7, and 4. That's our all-star. And when we need him the most, 7, 7, and 4, he shot 6 times. 6 times, Ben. We should have traded you for Harden, man. We really should have. If we could have made that deal happen, we should have made that deal happen. Because, first of all, he was an all-star. Woo! Excuse me. Ben Simmons was an all-star this year over Tobias Harris, which was disrespectful because Tobias Harris has been the second best player on our team all year. Sometimes the first. He led the way Saturday with 32 points, another 30-point game, 5 and 4, 5 rebounds, 4 assists. So Tobias Harris been our second best player all year, and he got snubbed for the All-Star game, and that Ben Simmons get in there. And that's what I told y'all before about Ben. He ball out before the All-Star game. putting up 20, almost 20, showing you what he can do. But after the All-Star game, he don't want to play like that no more because he know he need those fan votes and the coaches to see him balling. If not, he just gonna be a big role player out there, which he is. Ben is a big role player. He's an above average role player, and he need to stop it, man, because he can do the stuff he can do before All-Star break, putting up 28-8, 27-7, 20. He was putting up like 23, 7-7 before the All-Star game. After the All-Star game, he looked like Big Eric Snow out there. Come on, Ben. Like, we got to talk to the commissioner. We're going to have to move the All-Star game to like a day after the finals or something. Because that's the only way Ben going to play hard. Like, because Tobias Harris is the second best player on this team. And he is, right now, today, Tobias Harris. He's way more consistent. He's way more reliable. He don't get hurt. Like, Tobias Harris is where it's at right now over Ben. We should have moved. If we could have had Harden. Like, you see how Harden is playing in Brooklyn right now? Playing like an MVP. Like, we could have used Harden. I know Ben. I like Ben defensively. And he's 7 foot. I love it. I do. I really do. But if we could have got James Harden for Ben, like, I don't understand. Like, Daryl Morey, you came from Houston. You know what James Harden could do. You should have traded this ninja, Ben. And I know he's young, and you wanted to see what we could do, but you know what Harden can do. And you know Embiid window isn't great. And Embiid might not play in his prime for another 10 years. He might only got 4 or 5 more years in his prime before those knees and those injuries start catching up with him. So Daryl Morey should have traded Ben Simmons for Harden, man, because I'm tired of the Ben Simmons experiment. Because you see his traits, man, every year. If these coaching staffs really did the numbers, they'd be like, yo, before All-Star break, Ben Simmons is amazing. But after, he is shit. Hey, we got to do something about that. They get paid to do this kind of stuff. So they should understand and see what's going on. Ben Simmons is a problem, and we may not win the championship with Ben Simmons because if he's not going to be hungry, and maybe he turn up in the playoffs, but he need to play consistently like that, like he did before All-Star break. He only put up 6 shots, 7 points, and you making $40 million? Like, come on, Ben, you got to do better, man. You really got to do better. In other news, because we lost these last few games, the new power ranking came out. We went from 3rd to 6th. We gonna bounce back once Embiid get back in this rotation. We start dominating out there. We gonna get back, and once we start getting after this All-Star break, the schedule has been a little brutal, so it's gonna be hard to win every game. It really is. But we gonna bounce back. We really are. I believe us. Let's see. In other news, Maxey had a COVID scare. Our rookie, Tyrese Maxey, had a COVID scare, so he didn't play in Sunday's loss. So, but test came back negative today, so he will be with the team moving on. I'm tired of this COVID mess, man. Everybody getting vaccinated now. Hopefully, go out there and get vaccinated. It ain't gonna do nothing to you. You ain't gonna be shaking or nothing. Go get your vaccination so we can get back to a normal world, normal America, normal everything. Because this is poo. It really is. So he will be back with the team. What else? Space Jam new trailer came out, and it looked pretty good. I'm impressed. They look like they put a lot of money in this. It looked pretty good. The story looked okay. So I'm gonna check it out. On my Fire Stick. I'll check that joint out. It should be good. I'm not comparing LeBron to Michael. I think LeBron is a way better actor than Michael ever was. I mean, Michael acting skills he ain't the GOAT. He ain't no Denzel or nothing like that. But I think LeBron is a much better actor. He's funnier. So it's gonna be a good movie. I'm definitely gonna go. I might not go out. I might take the kids. We might take the kids to the movies and watch it. We might. I might support, but I'll probably watch it on Fire Stick too. So, but that's coming out soon. So keep your eyes on that. Check that out. What else happened? Oh, we played Denver early last week. They cooked us. Denver, they tough. Denver's a tough team. Especially we didn't have Embiid for that game, so they cooked us. That's one of the reasons we slid down to 6 in these power rankings. But they got to see us with Embiid. If they can magically make it to the finals or something like that, we'll see that. We'll see if Embiid and Jokic match up in the finals. That'd be good. That'd be real good. Jokic and Embiid will be a good finals matchup. That's probably not gonna happen no time soon because the West is so tough and the East is tough nowadays. But that will be a good matchup. Even Jokic in that game, he had 21 points, 10 rebounds, like 4 assists. So he did Jokic type things. The young boy Porter had 27, and the light skinned boy Jamal Murray had 30. He gave us a 30 piece, so they cooked us. And they should without Embiid. I think they on like a 4-game winning streak, about to move past the Lakers. So the Lakers still sliding without LeBron in the West. But LeBron, I'm hearing good things about what my cousin telling me. I'm hearing good things about LeBron coming back soon, and AD coming back within the next couple weeks. So Lakers gonna be all right too, but they gonna slide while they ain't got nobody. They gonna slide. So expect them to be in a play-in situation 7 through 10, because they gonna slide somewhere in between there. Because it's just you can't win without your stars. You need your stars. You out LeBron James and Anthony Davis, and you just signed Andre Drummond, and he hurt for a game or two. So once they get back healthy all the way, they'll be all right. But right now, it's not looking good. It's not looking good. But a scary thing happened to the Utah Jazz. They team plane took off and hit a flock of birds. So it got scary for a moment. One of the little things on the wings was on fire. So they was all scared. That's like a serious situation, man. I don't even know what I would do. They were sending text messages to they wives and kids, grandmoms, moms, and all that, because they might not make it. That's some scary stuff, man. Being on that plane and not knowing, because your life is in somebody else's hand. That pilot, not Denzel on flight, you might be, in the ocean somewhere. And sometimes they don't even find you. They lost that plane a few years back. So it's a scary situation, man. That's a scary situation. And I love traveling, going different places and all that. But when you get on that plane, man, you put your life is in somebody else's hands. And, luckily we won't hear about big plane crashes every day or every couple of days, because people wouldn't be on these planes. But most of the time, these planes are very safe and you never have a problem. So, but that's scary, man. I think Donovan Mitchell didn't even get back on the plane. He ain't played the game. The rest of the teams, they still flew to the game. I think Donovan Mitchell stayed. He was like, nah, I'm chilling tonight. And the Grizzlies still won that game. I mean, not the Grizzlies. The Jazz still won that game when they came back. So they had like a traumatic experience like that and win the games. You gotta, give some respect to Utah Jazz. They might be a legit contender in the West, man, if they can show that kind of toughness. So that'd been crazy if the whole number 1 seed would have been gone. Would have been gone. Like, that's crazy. I think, so shout out to them for surviving. For real. Shout out to them. But that's all I'm hitting y'all with today. Sixers back in action tomorrow against the Celtics. Tune in at 7:30. That should be a good game. It always is against the division rivals. So that should be a good game. Tune in. Check it out. Y'all have a good day. Like and subscribe. Peace.